him so easily, and Shakur is just not on Tank's level. Why is Tank worried about how much money this fight generates so bad? But every other fight, Tank didn't give a damn.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Shakur reacts to Gervonta Davis' question about what he has done in the sport of boxing. As Shakur Stevenson, that's all I could do, gang. Laugh at this goofy shit. I mean, what has he done? Tank not lying though. Tank wants to fight.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis recently hit back at Shakur Stevenson during a press conference, saying Stevenson isn't a serious threat. Davis questioned what Stevenson has actually accomplished, claiming he hasn't done anything important in boxing. He also criticized Stevenson's defensive style, saying it doesn't have the power needed to win fights. Davis even went as far as to say that younger fighters, like Keyshawn Davis, have better skills than Stevenson. When asked about a potential fight with Stevenson, Davis made it clear he never promised that matchup, saying, "I never said that." He stressed that he's focused on his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach Jr. and isn't thinking about Stevenson or any future matchups right now. Davis also dismissed talk of a fight with Stevenson as an unnecessary distraction. He seemed frustrated by how often the idea of a matchup with Stevenson comes up, pointing out that it's not just up to him to make it happen. He argued that fans and the media often push storylines that don't reflect what fighters are actually focused on. This response came as tensions between the two fighters continue to grow, with Stevenson confidently claiming that a fight is bound to happen. Davis made it clear that he doesn't think Stevenson's defensive style and lack of offensive action would make for an exciting matchup.
Steven Espinoza said Shakur turned down a one-fight deal to fight you because he wanted a multi-fight deal. What's your thoughts on that?
He's not worth that. He's not worth it. He's not even worth it. Anyways, gotta fight somewhere else and prove himself. Then, like, you feel me? You know how they got UFC and like the underground shit? You gotta fight the underground shit.
So you gotta go to the G League.
Do you have an idea what your walkout fit might be?
Gervonta Davis is facing criticism over whether he's ready to fight Shakur Stevenson. His trainer Calvin Ford recently suggested that Davis might not be prepared to take on Stevenson, who is known for his defensive skills. This has sparked debate about whether Davis is avoiding the fight due to Stevenson's technical ability, which some believe is better than that of other top boxers. Stevenson's unique defensive style, often associated with the history of successful African-American fighters, adds another layer of complexity to the potential matchup. Davis has also struggled with maintaining his weight, especially since he competes in lighter divisions. He's said his best fighting weight is around 135 pounds and has admitted he's uncomfortable moving up to higher weight classes. Staying disciplined with his diet and conditioning will be key if he's to remain competitive, particularly against someone like Stevenson. Another point of controversy is financial motivation. Davis has downplayed the idea of fighting Stevenson, claiming the bout doesn't offer enough money. This has led some to accuse Davis of prioritizing bigger paydays over challenging himself against top-tier fighters like Stevenson.
So Gervonta "Tank" Davis has ducked Shakur Stevenson, my friends. The man y'all call soul trash. He's such a runner. He doesn't even deserve to be next to Tank. Gervonta "Tank" Davis isn't going to fight him. Why? Because he's a duck. I said this multiple times. Tank isn't ready for this fight at this point in his career. Y'all didn't listen to me. Let's listen to Calvin Ford, Gervonta "Tank" Davis head trainer.
They keep saying Shakur is the biggest fighter. No, he's not. You understand what I'm saying? Because in history, going back over that 4 days, when he fought an African-American fighter, the money gonna generate. We're just saying two of the hottest fighters in the world fought against each other. They couldn't outdo Tank.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a former champion in 3 weight classes, has won 5 world titles and is currently ranked 10 in ESPN's pound-for-pound rankings. He's also ranked 3rd in the lightweight division. Davis became the IBF Junior Lightweight Champion in 2017 by beating Jose Pedraza, and the next year he took the WBA Junior Lightweight title by defeating Jesus Cuellar. In 2019, he moved up to the lightweight division and won the WBA lightweight title by stopping Yuriorkis Gamboa. Then, in 2021, he grabbed the WBA junior welterweight title with a unanimous decision over Isaac Cruz and successfully defended it against Frank Martin in June. Recently, there's been a lot of talk about a potential fight between Davis and rising star Shakur Stevenson. But Davis's coach has cast doubt on the possibility, citing two big reasons: weight and timing. Davis, who has fought in multiple weight classes, is currently fighting at 130 PS, while Stevenson is at 135 PS, making it hard to match them up right now. Plus, Davis has just defended his title and has other fights lined up, making it tough to prepare for Stevenson in the near future. The coach also pointed out that while Stevenson is incredibly skilled, he hasn't yet built the fan base or star power needed to make the fight a huge event. Essentially, the coach said that Davis isn't ducking Stevenson, but is focusing on his own career and health. While fans are pushing for the fight, the coach suggests that it will only happen under the right circumstances, when both fighters are at their peak. This brings up a controversial point. Is Davis avoiding the fight, or is he just being strategic? It's clear that the timing and circumstances need to be perfect, but does that mean Davis is cherry-picking opponents or simply waiting for the right moment to make the fight bigger?
I'm sorry to break the news. Your guys, Tank Davis, your savior, is going back to fighting flat-footed Mexicans who have no defensive responsibility. And he says African-American fighters don't sell. Your last fight was against Frank Martin, who's black. So now being black matters, but then it didn't. Just say it. You're not fucking ready for Shakur. Say it. Calvin Ford has said this on several different occasions. Shakur is too hard. We're kind of not ready for Shakur. We're not looking at Shakur.
Oh, that's a wrap for today's video. Keep an eye out for the next one and catch you then.